One benefit to the urban sprawl here in Phoenix has been the emergence of large, started from scratch, master planned communities. Let's talk about Anthem, Eastmark, and Estrella Mountain Ranch. On the northern edge of the Phoenix metro area is a master planned community called Anthem, developed in 1999 by the Del Webb Company. This is a community that was built at the base of the Galavan Peak and Daisy Mountain, and it sprang out of the desert. It is a very popular community. It's located right on the I-17 highway. It's got great access to North Phoenix and the Loop 101, as well as heading north. You've got all the major cities along the 17, which includes Sedona, access to Prescott and Flagstaff in the far north part of Arizona. Anthem is located about 30 miles north of downtown Phoenix. It encompasses about 9 square miles, and as you go north in the valley, the elevation goes up. So you're going to see elevations anywhere from 1,700 to 2,200 feet there in Anthem. The neighborhoods in Anthem are pretty similar to most of the other suburban communities. You're going to find a lot of stucco homes with tile roofs. Home prices start at about $320,000, $325,000, and you can spend a couple million in Anthem. There's some really nice custom homes along Anthem Country Club. You'll find the traditional chain grocery stores and a lot of different strip malls there in Anthem. It's also known for its outlet mall that is located right along the I-17. It's got all the major outlet brand stores that you're used to seeing. So if you're shopping for clothes or shoes or anything like that, there's a lot of good opportunities to shop there at the Anthem outlets. One of the main things that Anthem is known for is its community park. It is a very well planned out, huge park that's got a bit of everything. So if you have a family and you're looking for activities for your kids, this is a great place to live because you've got easy access to all these different amenities. There's a discovery and children's playground. There's several lakes that run through the park. There's a skate park, all the different sports fields, all kinds of things and opportunities for children and families to do there in the park. It also has the Daisy Mountain Railroad, which is a scale functioning railroad with a train that you can ride throughout the community park. Another really cool thing about the Anthem Park is their Veterans Memorial. It has 5 different pillars that each represents a different branch of the U.S. military. It's designed so that on Veterans Day, November 11th at 11:11 a.m., all of these ellipses line up to form a circle and illuminate the Great Seal of the United States. So it's a very popular event. It's really cool to see the time lapse. In the Southwest Valley is the Estrella Mountain Ranch community. This was developed in 1988. It's located about 17 miles from downtown Phoenix, and it was built around 2 large lakes that encompass 72 acres. And there's a large community center there with a restaurant, different meeting facilities, a fitness center. Plus, it has a water park with big water slides. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on there around the community center. There's also a yacht club. So if you're into small sailboats, I've seen an RC sailing club on one of the times that I've been down in that area. So a lot of really cool stuff going on around the lakes there in Estrella Mountain Ranch. Most of the neighborhoods there are going to be very similar to the suburbs. Prices starting at about $300,000 and going on up over $1 million. But they're going to be, tile roofs, stucco siding, so very similar feel to most of the other communities. The main draw for the Estrella community is the amenities and the lakes and that sort of thing. If you're into hiking, this is another great spot. There are about 50 miles of trails on the mountains just to the east of the North and South Lake. If you're considering a move here to Phoenix, be sure and check out my free relocation guide. It's full of information on all the different cities and communities here in the Phoenix metro area. It's also a great way to learn about our cities and which may be the best fit for you. Out in the East Valley is a community in Mesa called Eastmark. It's located in the extreme eastern section of the East Valley, located right where the 60 highway and the 202 freeway meet. So it's an easy location to get to. It is about 35 miles from downtown Phoenix, so it's a little further out. But once you're there, it's an amazing part of town. Got the Superstition Mountains to the north, so there's a lot of great hiking opportunities, as well as beautiful mountain views from that part of the city. Eastmark is known for its network of parks that run through all the different neighborhoods. A lot of attention and detail was put into planning out this community and all the different amenities that they offer in these parks. There's a fishing lake. There is an 18-hole disc golf. There's what's called the Steadfast Farm. It's a 2-acre farm in the center of Eastmark where they grow different types of produce during the year. I think they raise chickens, and so they sell produce and eggs at the farm store. There's also a skateboard park, so if you have kids that are into skating or rollerblading, that's a great place. It's a really fun facility for them to use. There is also a climbing park called the Orange Monster. Evidently, they enlisted a lot of kids for their feedback and input on what they wanted to see in a climbing park. Hope that gives you a good idea of what the Eastmark community is like. If you have questions on any of these different master plan communities, I'd love to hear what's going on for you, answer your questions, and see how I can be help. If you're considering a move to Phoenix, feel free to reach out.